What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by this channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I want to get in this news that I covered, been covering since it happened. And it's the Halloween mass shooting that occurred out there in Orlando, Florida, in which 2 people lost their life, may they rest in peace, and several others were injured by gunfire at the hands of this kid right here. This is 17-year-old Jalen Edgar. And he faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and 7 counts of attempted murder. He's not talking to police. He's locked up in a juvenile facility, and he will be charged as an adult. The reason why we're showing this right now, there's no new news in it, but I got the video of when this thing first started. And I want you to watch 2 things. First thing is, watch how easy it is for this young man to put a gun in somebody's face and pull the trigger. And they're going to show you. And 2, how crazy he looks in trying to get away and get out of there. Now, it's not known if he knows this man or this person who he shot. I don't know if it's a man or not. But one thing's for sure, violence is a pastime for a lot of people, and it don't matter how old they are. It's a damn shame this young man with the rest of his life ahead of him thought this was a good idea to do this in a public place and in the presence of police. Take a look at this, and we'll come back and talk about it.
Halloween took a horrific turn in Orlando, Florida, when gunshots rang out during a large celebration overnight. 2 people were killed and at least 8 injured. Police have a suspect in custody. We get the latest developments from CBS's Manuel Bojorquez.
It was around 1 a.m. when celebration turned into chaos. Surveillance video shows the alleged shooter wearing a yellow shirt and backpack walking in the crowd before he turns and fires a handgun, striking someone at close range.
There is an active shooting.
We have multiple people shot.
Orlando police say the suspect, identified as 17-year-old Jalen Dwayne Edgar, ran to a nearby street where he fired again right in front of police.
Whatever his mindset was, he was going to shoot no matter what. He walked by multiple officers. We followed where he came from. He walked by at least 10 officers.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground right now!
As frantic people ran away, police ran towards the scene. An officer who saw the shooting tackled the suspect.
I saw him shoot! I saw him shoot!
Today, he was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 6 counts of attempted murder.
All of a sudden I heard pop, pop, pop.
Deborah Hanko was leaving a nightclub when the shooting happened.
I heard the shots from across the street. Once everyone rushed inside, that's when I saw the bodies on the floor.
We're talking about from here to ducking here, which changed everything.
A bullet grazed Anthony Berry's head. Just 1 centimeter made the difference between life and death.
You feel the heat, you feel just straight metal just going straight through you. And fortunately, I ducked, because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here today talking to you.
Orlando's mayor has declared a state of emergency with a curfew from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. As for the alleged gunman, he could be charged as an adult. So far, no motive for the shooting has been determined. Nora?
You see that? How stupid can you be? You have a bright yellow shirt on. You're walking down the street with a book bag with a gun in your pocket, in hand. Turn around, walk by somebody, look them in the face to let them know you see them. I guess to get their attention, to look at you, and then you pull a gun out and shoot them, almost in point blank range, in front of people. Then all mass hysteria ensues, and you shoot other people that have nothing to do with it. See the kid talking? Bullet barely missed his head. I mean, barely grazed him, but it could have been fatal for him. He had nothing to do with it. No dog in the fight. And what's going on in your own head, which is a bunch of hysteria and chaos itself. I feel nothing for people that do this type of stuff. This right here scream, I ain't got no dad all over it. And some people get mad when I say that, but if the shoe don't fit you, don't try to put it on. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. This is crazy. We live in a time now where that right there is acceptable behavior for somebody that feels as though they're angry and upset about something, or they just don't like somebody. We live in scary times right now. And it's a new age of criminal mindset, and it needs to be a new age of punishment. I will keep saying it, and I've been saying it. This kid's locked up right now, sitting in jail with his mouth closed. By himself, he pulled the gun out and decided to shoot in a crowded area where the bullets could have hit any and everybody. And they did for some, to some extent. Where we at? Where we at as a society out here? Cops only do things after it happens. A lot of times they didn't know this was going to happen. So who do you blame here? Then he falls on the ground. Did you see when they tackled him? He got the gun in his hand. How they did not kill this boy, I do not know. I don't know. I mean, he shot twice. Ran. He was in the middle of the block, shot the first person. Ran. I don't know if people was trying to grab him and he was shooting and hit other people that were standing there, but he ran with the gun in his hand, book bag on, gets to the corner, look crazy as hell, shoots somebody else, then runs and falls on the ground in front of the police. He gets back up, they grab him, slam him back down. He got the gun in his hand. How he did not get killed is beyond me. But see, this happens all the time out there. If we had $1 for every teenage kid right now, that instead of getting their lives in order and getting ready for the next phase, adulthood, and being responsible and being on their own, had a gun in their hand right now, as I'm doing this video, we'd all be rich. Just in America alone. If we got $1 for every kid that is carrying a gun on them right now, we'll all be rich. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? We live right now in a culture that's killing us. It's killing us. He's 17 years old and his life is already over. Killed 2 people. Nobody knows what this is about. It could have been something as simple as bumping into somebody by accident or stepping on somebody's feet. Hell, it was a crowded area. Things like that happen. A lot of times you don't know when you're bumping into somebody because everybody's touching you at the same time. What I do know is this. Something got to be done about this. Whether it's public service announcements or something. And it has to be something out here that these people fear, because violence is growing and it's not being met with any type of real resistance besides a bunch of people talking, saying don't do it. It's obviously people that do stuff like this have been told not to do things their whole life and chose not to listen. Whose fault is that? The person that chose to be hard-headed, or the people that succumb to said hard-headedness when a person feels like they want to lose their cool and the pain they feel, they want to unleash it out on the world and normal citizens like you and I? You ask yourself that. Lucky I'm not in power. I'd fix this shit in 72 hours. I'm Stock Market Steve with Dynamic Reason Channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.